This painting, whoever did it, had quite an imagination. Here we have a group of people way back. They don't put the date up there, but I'm going to tell you the date. It says there in Irish, Anjaneai Mór, the Great Hunger. And underneath it you see these people who look like they're already dead. They've got no clothes, they're all rags. They're digging in the soil, there's nothing growing. The houses behind have all fallen down. But it looks interesting to me because that looks like the west of Ireland to me. In the west of Ireland they have beautiful mountains like that, yeah? And the sea. They look dead, or they're about to die. But there's something very interesting about this painting. You have to look very carefully. On the very right hand side in the corner, there's actually a ship. Can you see it?
Yeah.
There's actually a little ship. If you stay here, you will die. But if you come on this ship, you can take me, and you might live. You can go to North America, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, around the Empire. But for sure, if you stay here, you'll die. That, to me, is a representation of exactly what took place here. The Great Famine, or the Great Hunger, was also about the great movement out of Ireland. In 1840 to 1846, a population of nearly 10 million. By 1860, by 1870, bring it up, by 1921, that's a lot of people. There's quite a story behind that. But that painting to me is a great representation of exactly what happened. How would you know? If you were in Belfast, you would not know it unless someone told you. When you're inside an Irish area, the names of the streets are in English and in Irish. Yeah, we're in a British area, they're all English. Yeah, so up in this neighborhood, all the streets are translated into Irish. Yeah, this is the bit I wanted to show you. So we just seen that picture about the representation of
The famine.
the Great Famine. Here they've gone a little step further, and I have no idea who would have come up with the idea of this and put that word genocide. This is the first place I've seen that. So whoever has put this here has been certainly looked seriously at what happened during this time and said to themselves, this has been a genocide in this area. Yeah, and you can see that again, Anjaneai Mór. Yeah, great Irish film. Of course, we're not going to read all that, but that gives you an idea of the neighborhood here, the people here. To them, this was the killing of the Irish people, right? They take their Irishness up here so seriously, yeah, that during the fighting between the people here and the British Army, dozens of people were killed. Yeah, they have it all here in this memorial. And as we go round, you can see all the people who were killed during the conflict. But there's also something else about this which is quite interesting for me. It's the first time I've come across it. There's also some sort of religious connotation attached to this, because here you have a statue of, I think, Jesus. Yeah, you have another one here. You have another one here of Jesus, and I think that's Mary. Yeah, okay. But then you also have something else. All these guys, they died on hunger strike in British prisons. They all went on hunger strike and they died. Except them. They were all shot by the British during the Revolution of 1916 in Dublin. And here they are. Again, same thing. Down there also have a religious connotation attached to the terrible conflict that was in this area. Murder, assassination, bombs, and people who were murdered or assassinated in the area, all the way around.
We are on the British side right now.
Yes.
And the cross is the Irish. Wow, this is crazy.
Told you, big surprise. Not a little one. This is the gates. We're going from the British side, now on the Irish side. Of course, you know you're in an Irish area when you see the flags, yeah?
Yeah.
I see what they meant when they said we couldn't find a wall big enough.
The moment when I start cooking. Usually I try to do that when I'm staying with someone. Just a way to say thank you. So I'm trying to make rice and tofu. Let's see. I'm also making chai. There's some yogurt in case you find it spicy. I think I didn't try to make anything spicy.
Would you like some?
Yes, please.
Ah.
Is there a word for have a good meal? Have a good meal? Is there a word for that?
In where?
In Irish.
Oh yes, of course. Wait a minute. It's the dialects. Yeah. Donach Mia.
Donach mia.
Yeah. Have a lovely meal.
Donach mia.